What's up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley, and welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. This is going to be for the star sign of Aquarius for August 2020. I almost said August, July, but it's August 2020. Take what resonates, leave behind what does not. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, where your messages will 100% correlate to your story because they are specifically for you in mind, you can find all the information for how to reach me in a reading in the description box down below. Without any further ado, I have already gone and pulled your cards off camera like always for you, Aquarius, so let's get right into it. We got the Five of Cups with the Star Major Arcana. The King of Swords was the outcome. So walking right into this, the Five of Cups represents feeling like spilt milk. This is a disappointment card. It is disappointing. It is not necessarily walking away from something, but it is being disappointed in something. It also represents that you are mainly looking at the cups that have been spilt, so crying over that spilt milk and not recognizing, because you are not looking at it, but the two cups that are still remaining full and standing, and they're still there. You're just not looking at everything because right now the disappointment is not allowing you to fixate on anything else other than fuck, the milk is spilled, and you're not turning around. But if you were to turn around and look, I promise you that there would be a lot of healing for you there. There is something that can be resolved with it in this. I'm hearing pretty strongly. I feel like not everything is lost. I think it's an initial disappointment, but I don't see anything large. I don't see walking away. I don't see cards for complete destruction or chaos, but I did get with it because that this thing had come in and disappointed you. I think this is maybe already happening, or coming into the month of August it would have already happened, because it came out with the Star, and now the Star only usually comes up for healing when something needs to be healed. So whatever this disappointment was something a little bit bigger that did require some large amount of healing. I'm going to be a little nosy, and I'm going to ask what this Five of Cups disappointment was about. Hold on. Okay, so this was reversed, and bear with me because I am not the best at reading reversed, but I am starting to do it, because I put all my cards upright, so when this comes out, I'm like, okay, I'm being told I need to read this in the reverse. Upright, the Two of Wands represents having, like, all the success in the world. Not all the success. It represents options. It represents choices. The world is your oyster. It represents that you have more than one option on where you can go. You have like a fork in the road, and it's kind of saying whatever you choose will be very fruitful for you. You can't really pick a wrong decision. But when it's in the reverse, it's kind of almost like those options were taken from you, and that you almost like this indecision where you can't choose, or the roads that you were going down were blocked off. So whatever this disappointment was, you had your options to go somewhere, and I think one of the options, or both of the options, were taken out of your sight. I think that it's either going to be that you went down one of them and they weren't fruitful for you, and it was kind of it's kind of maybe going to feel like you made the wrong decision, where you chose incorrectly, or that's how it's going to feel to you. But I promise you that there is still something remaining in this situation, whether it's a person or some sort of energy, but there's still something here that is still standing. You might not be able to directly see it, but this is why this whole thing is happening, because there was some sort of choice that was made or not made that is really prohibiting you, that became some sort of large disappointment. I'm trying to think of what else this could be. I'm pretty sure it's just that you were disappointed because you went down a path that had a lot of potential, and it turned out to not be as it turned out to not be as successful as you were hoping that it were to be, and it kind of removed you from that path. But I don't see walking from it. I just see you not being as happy with your path. But you are a leader. There is somebody here that is a leader, and I would like to say that this is you because you are Aquarius and you are an air sign. So this represents somebody that is very strong. He is kind of the people's leader. He is the people's leader. He's a people's champion. He is very good with his words. He is a high mindset king. He's somebody that is more mature than others physically or mentally, but he represents somebody that has had a lot of success. He has his success. He is a leader. He's no longer in search of it. He is leading his people. He is in a position of power and management. He's somebody that will give you the shirt off his back, but the second that you betray his trust, he will cut you out. So it's kind of saying that, all right, I was put on this path. I thought it was going to go in a good direction, but it turned out to not be as fruitful as I had planned. And I don't want to necessarily say that I see you cutting it out, but I kind of see it being no skin off your nose. And instead of exploring what the other two cups would have been in the situation, what it is still standing, I think that a lot of the times when this happens to a King of Swords, he doesn't even try to look. He's like, okay, this energy is not for me, I'm just gonna, like, let it happen, I'm just gonna, like, leave. So it could represent you cutting the situation out of your life. I don't necessarily, again, I want to say that I see walking, but I do kind of see that you are standing up and being the King of Swords, somebody that is, he knows where his energy is, he's been hurt before, and he doesn't allow energies to come in and fuck with him. So it's kind of like a 1-2 punch. The situation happens, you're like, ouch, okay, bye. It's kind of like that a lot of the time for the King of Swords. But I'm going to pull one more card for where does this situation go with you for Aquarius for the rest of the month after the King of Swords appears. Where does this whole situation go? Oh, they were all reversed this time. Okay. So the Six of Pentacles represents that it is going to remain balanced. There is some sort of balance that balances I can't talk. Something is going to get balanced out in the month of August for you after this happens, Aquarius. And I kind of see you being almost like, it's a generosity card, but it's almost like the haves and the have-nots. This card is usually depicted as somebody that has the money and he can be generous. So if you are going to be generous and don't hold it over somebody. It's not that this is necessarily what that means, but it's kind of this pompous energy. I give it the title of, this is the welfare card, this is the food stamps card. Somebody gets to decide who needs their help and where. So I still see you being fair with this person. I don't think that this person is out of your life. And I think that you're going to continue to give them generosity. But I kind of feel like you are going to be in a situation where it's like, alright, I'm the one that got fucked over. I get to decide if I want this in my life. I get to decide if I want you in my life. I am being generous. Deal with it. It's going to be a little bit more of a harsh energy, especially since it came up with the King of Swords. And I do see this as being you, even though it's not your energy. Your star sign direct energy. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But you could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I see this as being generous, but also being like, I'm being generous because I can, and you should be grateful that I'm giving you that help. So I think somebody really pissed you off. I still see them being in your life. I think that this is something that can be worked out. And I see you being kind and fair to them. Just be a little bit more kind to them than you're being a little bit more pompous. And that's okay. I feel like this person might have hurt your feelings, or the situation might have hurt your feelings. It will become balanced out throughout the month of August for you. If it doesn't happen in August, then it will happen in September. But this is going to be a transition. So just take it easy, Aquarius. This is good shit for the most part. You are going to be having a lot of healing. It is going to... It's kind of, you are going to grab the control back from the situation. You're really going to be stepping into it and being like, okay, this shit, I am in control of this shit. And it's you taking back control and doing it so generously, I can't speak, generously. I'm done. Bye. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace out, my moon tribe. See you later.